Hi, and welcome back. Today we are doing our update for Project 10 Uses, which is basically what it sounds like. I have 10 products that I use 10 times and then they roll out. This is, my version of Shop My Stash. I just use everything 10 times. So first one is our foundation. We had the Lancome Tint Adult Ultra Wear Foundation in. We got our 10 uses. It is now in another project. So we will get our new foundation. And again, we just did the Lancome, so that's a no. Huda Beauty was the last one we used, and that's the rule, is you can't use the last two. Just feel like this. And the NARS is gone. Finished that. I need to get that removed. Okay, ABH. So here's our ABH. We have a windowing line where it's settling right there. I think this has only been in Project 10 Uses so far. I don't think it's been in anything else. Which is probably why not a lot of usage. ABH foundation. Okay. Our last concealer was the matching Lancome concealer. It wasn't on purpose. They randomly roll in. It's what it is. But we got our 10 uses on that. That is also in another project. So let's see. Can't do the Lancome and can't do the Tower 28. Got the Ilia. That works because that's neither of those. There it is. So Ilia is still in a box. It has not been used. It's in 1N Twill. I don't know if you can read that. Which I believe I bought for Winter Shade, but gonna be a bit light this time of year, but we will make it work. Any picture? Track. Okay. Now we have our face powder. Our last face powder was actually from the e.l.f. Contour palette. It's the light shade. This is all that's left. We'd had to repress these three when we used it last time. Well, I mean, we only had to repress this one because this was all we were using, but they all needed to be repressed. The highlighter is the only one that's not really getting use. But we got our 10 uses. We actually got 11 uses on that one. So we can't use the e.l.f. Contour, and we can't use what else? The Lunar Beauty. And we got the other e.l.f., the e.l.f. Prime and Stay. So this has had some use, but not much. This is, well, back when I was buying e.l.f., this was one that I would constantly repurchase. But I'm not happy with the way e.l.f. is going, so I don't purchase e.l.f. anymore. And it wasn't just the one with the ad with the comic, it's been an ongoing step away from supporting women that they've been doing and just caring about money no matter what or who it hurts that I have an issue with. Okay, bronzer. Rolled in my butter bronzer, which is in dark. So yeah, I think we're at 100 uses on this palette at this point. It's been multiple projects over multiple years because again, it's dark. Do I look dark? I'd ordered, sorry, not dark, deep bronze. I'd ordered the light. Amazon sent me the wrong one. So we've been fighting, trying to use it as we can. But again, super light hand, super little use in order to make that work. But we're making it work. And we got our 10 uses on that one. So our bronzers we can't use are the butter bronzer and the one size bronzer. And we got Miramar Beach, which is, and another project. So I need to move that to the use later. And we need to re-roll because project. Try to finish that up in Project Face Off. Of contour in medium. Okay. So this is coming back out. Again, we had the light in for the face powder because that's what I use it for. And now we're rolling in the medium. Of course, normally when one of these gets rolled in, all three get used. Highlighter, not so much. This highlighter doesn't do much, nothing, and it just leaves a cast with no real payout. So honestly, when I finish these three, this will just be decluttered. But we got this one in. Okay. Our blush was the Benefit Moon, which is probably my deepest blush that I own. And we got 12 uses out of this one because I forgot that it was done and kept using it. Happens. Especially with as many as I have in that are in for finish goals right now. Okay, what are we getting? Oh, okay. So this is the China Bee Miami palette. We're doing Bickle, which is the darker of the two blushes. It's got two highlighters and on the top and two blushes on the bottom. You can see the Bickle, because it's so dark, again, light hand, it's actually still got the embossing unlike everything else, which is, well, you can kind of see the embossing in that gold highlighter too, but embossing's worn off most of the rest. But yeah, we'll do Bickle for 10 uses. This is actually a really good time of year to use it. I'll put our other blush and the save for later. Oh wait, pictures. Keep forgetting pictures. Okay, next we have our lip liner, and we rolled in the Unearthly shade Bad Blood, which is deep red lip liner. And unfortunately, we've only gotten 7 uses on this one, which is really sad because I believe it was in, oh no, before that was nip. Okay. I thought it had been in for 2 months already, but no, just 1. But yeah, only 7 uses. We still need 3 more uses on it. I just have not been doing a dark red lip that much. So blood comes in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get our other 3 uses on it. Everything's rolling now. This was holding it all up. Our lip gloss was the Unearthly Gloss in Havoc, which is a bright pink glitter gloss. Which again, I just haven't had a lot of call for with what I've been doing. So that has also only gotten 7 uses. And we'll be rolling over. Lip products are the ones that tend to roll over. Our lipstick was the Lunar Beauty shade Sailor, which somehow, because I brought this with me to Seattle when it was in this project, made it, where were we at? We were at 7 uses on this one when we got back from Seattle. So we did get those last 3 uses. This is rolling out finally. It is finally done. Okay, so I know this one hasn't been in. But I had so many lipsticks it wasn't even worth. The likelihood of getting one of the last 2 was really sad. So this is the Unearthly lipstick from the Avatar collection in the shade My. My only problem with this is there's not a huge difference between these 3 Unearthly shades, and we are currently trying to finish one of them. Granted, these 2 I think have the biggest difference. So this is the new one. This is the one we're trying to finish. This one's a lot more muted, but again, I'd probably use them the same time, which means this one's probably going to be in for a while and makes less likely that we'll finish off the other one. I already knew we weren't going to finish off the other one, but we've got pictures. I've got that one. And then for our eyebrow, we had the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and Caramel. Oh, that is almost done. Yay. So that is all the way rolled up at the moment. It had more than that, but then it got rolled into another project when I rolled out this because it's my broken product. Well, I have 2 broken products, but they're both in products for broken products. The other one's in to finish. So this one keeps getting rolled in. But it looks like we're almost done with this one. But we did get our 10 uses on this before it rolled into the other project. So that one's out. So we need, there's brows. New brows, and we can't use the ABH pencil, and we can't use the ABH pomade. So no ABH. And it lands on pomade. We do have other options. Benefit My Brow Wax, that works. Especially since I can actually use these 2 together. So this is the Precisely My Brow Wax from Benefit, which is a colored wax with a brush. In shade 3. Whatever that shade is. I don't know. I usually go for a light brown or an amber. Depending, most ambers are too dark because, auburn. I either go for auburn or a light brown. My problem is most people think auburn and it's dark brown with red. My hair is closer to a strawberry blonde. Well, I mean, there's some blonde in it at the moment from the dye that's growing out, but my hair is closer to a strawberry blonde in that it's light brown with red, which is not an auburn that they like to do in makeup. So it's hard to find. Okay. Just put brow wax because this is the last wax I have because I ran out of the e.l.f. one. Okay, our last one is our eyeliner. We had the ColourPop white liquid liner in. I know that tip doesn't look very white anymore. It is filthy. I am not sure, to be honest, how much is left in here. This is getting to be really hard to... Okay, make the pink go. There's too much red in there. I mean, you can see the red to try and get to go white. But you can see how thin that is. It's not much color payout. It used to be good color payout, but I think it's because it's running out. Because it's running out, it's getting to be less usable. So I think that's going to be tossed at the end of the year. I don't think it's going to make it past December before it dries out too much. Eyeliner. So we have the white liquid we can't use and the e.l.f. light blue liquid. So let's say no liquid eyeshadow. Liquid eyeliners, please. Fingers crossed. Okay. And that doesn't actually conflict with anything I'm using because I don't have a brown. Well, I have a cool tone brown in, but this is a warm brown. So this is what's left of the Sephora eye pencil in brown. And it is a warmer dark brown. So we can easily get 10 uses on this one. So we rolled in new on all but 2 of the lip products, which again is pretty standard. Me and lip products do not get along very well. So I'll take the pictures of those and get them posted. And then tomorrow we will do all the eyeshadows that I used in May. So come back if you want to see that one. That one normally gets some of the best views, so everyone seems to enjoy it. So we'll see you then. Bye.